Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the DC Multiverse Gold Label Mr. Bones figure from McFarlane Toys. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks awesome, and the first thing I want to say is that I'm just so happy to see a McFarlane figure where the proportions are correct. Say correct, but proportional, rather, because I've definitely seen a number of McFarlane figures where the feet are too small, and they didn't do that here. This actually looks right as it should. It's very well proportioned overall. I'm very, very impressed. This almost doesn't look like a McFarlane figure, and it's all the better for it. I mean, it's a very basic design, but it is done beautifully. So obviously we got pretty much mostly black plastic here. We've got some touches of yellow paint here at the tops of the gloves and boots. The belt, we got touches of white here for the crossbones. Then the skull itself obviously is going to be more, not a bright white, but it's got a nice wash over it. So it's got kind of an aged white, if you will. It's got some nice piercing eyes going on there in the face sculpt as well. Just a really nice looking skull. Overall, speaking of which, we do get these buttons here for the collar piece of the cape. I can see that this being a separate piece might get on people's nerves, but it does move out of the way, and we'll get into that in articulation. We get the bright red cape, which is just striking, especially against the rest of the figure. So really, really nice stuff. The cape itself is also a really nice length, so got some really good stuff going on there. Just a really, really nice looking figure, and yeah, very well done from McFarlane. Not a ton of accessories, but what we have here works. So starting off with hands, we do get a pair of fists, and we get a pair of relaxed hands. Then finally, we get a left kind of magic wielding hand, which does kind of jive with the picture on the lithograph, which I actually threw out, so I don't have that as accessory here. And then a right gripping / trigger hand. I do wish there were two gripping hands. I don't know why they would only do one. Again, I think like hands like that, I think you should have both for various reasons. Then we get our stand. So we get really, our standard McFarlane stand, but we do get a nice silver DC logo there, which is a nice touch as opposed to just the kind of matte black or just the plain white. And then this is the picture. It's the same one as the lithograph, so you can see he's doing the magic hand sort of thing going on there. So it would have been cool to have also seen that hand in either like translucent green or white or something like that to match the artwork a little bit more. But as you can see, just really cool artwork. And there you got explanation of who Mr. Bones is, little picture and his name. So yeah, that will do it for accessories. Articulation, balance here are excellent. I will say I've had this figure in this pose for like 15 minutes while I walked away and did something else, and it has not moved. So that's awesome. And again, this just does not feel like a McFarlane figure. This feels much better than previous output, certainly that I've experienced. And that makes me very, very happy because this all comes together very, very well. So as you can see, freestanding kicks for a long, long time. Head is on a barbell joint, but we can look all the way up. We get some pretty nice down, get tons of tilt and rotation. We get kind of the free floating joint here, so we get some back and forth, some up and down, come up to just past the T-pose. We do get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows going all the way in half. Actually, not even activating. There we go. So there you go, completely in half, wasn't even activating that other part of the joint. We do get our swivel hinge swivel for the hands, so those can go anywhere we want. Then we get ball joint in the diaphragm, ball joint at the waist, and we get some really nice crunch, better than I've seen pretty much any McFarlane figure, certainly the humanoid ones. Get some insane arch back, some really nice side to side. We get rotation from both those joints. So it's nice, real natural movement, which is something I'm not used to seeing here. Then we get hips, full splits, positively beautiful, front kick. We get just about a full 90, not quite. That's probably one of the few points that it doesn't like really excel at. Not really much of a thigh swivel, which is a little sad, but I haven't had too many issues. Double jointed knees bring us to there. Then we get rotation at the ankle. We get beautiful point, a whole ton of forward, We do get a toe hinge and tons of rocker. So lots and lots of options. And then finally we get a wired cape, and this cape is beautiful. It's a nice like soft material. The wire is nice and hefty. It's just everything it needs to be. You can get pretty much anything you want out of this. So yeah, some insanely good articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other McFarlane figures. With some domestics. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, there is truly in human form in both 1/18 and 1/12 scale. So my final thoughts on the DC Multiverse Gold Label Mr. Bones figure from McFarlane Toys is that this is an excellent figure, absolutely top tier McFarlane. I'd love to see more of this from them going forward. Again, especially doing so many superheroes, this pretty much, for me at least, sets a bar. And there's definitely a few figures I've bought more Batmans from McFarlane this year than I have previously, partially because it's the weird variants they're doing. But this tops all of them. Is just an excellent figure. I didn't think a McFarlane figure outside of their monster figures. Like, I love the Violator figure that they did years ago. I adore the Tyrannid Gene Stealers from Warhammer 40k that they did. I have so many of those, but this is the first time I think a humanoid figure has really kind of just grabbed me, and I cannot recommend this enough. If this design speaks to you at all, if you're just a fan of this character, absolutely pick this up. It is, I'm not sure exactly where it's available, beyond Nerdzoic, which is where I got both of mine. And yeah, so I guess go check out his site. He has it up for sale. Just really, really cool figure. So yeah, pick it up. That being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining, and if that's the case, hope to see you back here because I do reviews every week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come back. Let's talk about some nice plastic. Escape the world for a while, but really at the end of the day, I just hope you're well. Hope that all of your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay where it demands.